It's not like a groove on Thursday night. What's up, Robin?
Hey, Sean.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Blow the whistle. Welcome to the Beauty and the Comedian with my gorgeous host with the Tennessee State sweatshirt, Robin D. Jones. That's the Beauty. And the comedian, Sean Savas. We here live on Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Don't have no rhymes. What's up, Robin?
Hey, Sean. How are you?
I'm good. I wish we could let that play all the way through. That's my jam.
I know.
Yeah. How was your week?
You know what? I've actually, you know what? Thank you for asking. I tell you, you are such a great man. Like you can be trained. I love it.
Oh, because I would ask you how your week was in the beginning of when we was doing these. I listen.
Anyway, so I had a really good week. Happy, of course, with the inauguration. Yesterday was just an awesome day.
45 out of there.
Yeah, and nobody could take anything away from it. So that's what I loved about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course today we get news that did you watch the governor's little YouTube or his speech that he gives weekly on the coronavirus?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So one, like a week ago, we get this email that we as in educators, have been bumped up to the 1B group. So like now they want us to get vaccinated.
Ooh.
Today, the governor says he wants us to be back in school by March 1st.
What, the whole school?
It's never going to be the whole school, not for a long time, but they're talking about how they're going to phase in. Now they're going to want all the teachers there, but they're going to phase the students in, but they're trying to say starting March 1st.
Oh man, I'm gonna be praying for y'all, man. That's yeah. I think that's a little bit forceful. I think they're trying to force, the things or whatever. Cause don't you gotta have 2 of those shots?
Yeah, you do. You have to get to, first of all, and this is no offense to anybody that might be on this that has it. I don't do anything with Kaiser. I call them Killer Kaiser. I don't do anything with and they talk about they want us to get our shots through them. And I'm like, so, now even when I was thinking of it, I know that's not the only place that they want us to get it, but
Right.
that just set me back in terms of getting a vaccination. Yeah, but they said that they wanted us to go back vaccinated or not.
They
So
want y'all to go vaccinated or not.
correct. So they don't care.
They really trying to force. They really trying to force.
Right.
I thought Hogan was like kind of patient with stuff, but
yeah, and they're trying to say that they're not, there's no research that says that being in school will cause, a significant amount of spread. And I'm like sitting up there like yesterday I was talking to my girl Kiva down in Florida. She's an educator as well. And a kid came into her classroom and they eat breakfast in the classroom instead of going to the cafeteria. And he was like, all of a sudden, he was like, I can't taste my food. She was like, don't say nothing. Everybody cover your face. You go first, and I'm just like,
yeah,
crazy.
That's tough. That's tough.
I'm sorry.
My week was good. Enjoyed the inauguration. Big shout out to Michelle Obama, Classy, and Barack. Yeah, I mean they walked out. They walked out like the kings and queens that we know who they are. And Joe Biden, Thurl. I always get her name mixed up. Kamala Harris looks sweet. So Big Shot 45 is out of there.
Yes, yes,
Out of
yes,
there. So okay. So okay, we dealing with the topics tonight.
yes.
We dealing with your favorite topic tonight.
What my favorite topic?
We dealing with some shocking stuff. We dealing with some
Okay, tell
shocking
me
stuff.
what's my favorite topic.
No, it's not your favorite topic.
Okay.
We dealing with masturbation tonight.
Ooh.
The taboo of masturbation. Yeah.
Ooh.
And what else what we got?
Well, right behind masturbation, we're gonna talk about old school church versus new school church.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And then after that, we dealing with tomboys versus feminine girls or girly girls.
Yes, yes,
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Okay, masturbation. You want to go first?
No, I want to hear what you guys say, and then I'll go and you come back after me. Go ahead.
Did you know that some people believe that if you eat spicy foods and the spiciness turns into a high sex drive, that most people masturbate? You believe that?
I didn't hear that. Now, I know that what you eat makes your fluids taste a certain way. That wasn't it. Okay. So no, I didn't know. So do you eat spicy food and do you have the high sex drive where you masturbate?
I eat spicy food, and I think my sex drive is high. I think it's medium. I think I got a medium sex drive.
What is medium?
I don't know. I just when I was 21, my sex drive was high. My sex drive was off the chain. When you're a male, you get like 49. You like, yeah, I seen that, but I seen those things before, so it's all good. So I mean, not that I could take it or leave it because but it was but just our biology, it's taboo. Like right now, I see that you're a little bit uncomfortable talking about this. It's my subject, so I get it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not uncomfortable talking about. I'm just shocked that you keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
More than anything to talk about masturbation.
I mean, the thing about it is, everybody. I ain't gonna say everybody, but most of us have done it before. Most of us are I ain't gonna say most of us are single, but most of us have been. Idle Minds, a Devil's Workshop. So at the same time, you be somewhere watching Andy Griffin or something like that, and and that's an old Martin joke. So you gotta get that. So you be somewhere and then you go and handle your business, but at the same time, it's healthy. I researched it and everything is healthy. Now, when we get into the taboo of things, churches don't like that because they say, like I just said, the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if your mind takes you there, then you're not supposed to be pleasing yourself. But my whole thing is that it's safe. Now I'm not going to side with anybody. It's just down the middle. If you talk about sin and you're unmarried and you sleeping with people or whatever, then in my cases, you don't want to bring somebody in your sin. So if it's just you and you're at home and you just want to then
I keep it all to yourself.
Huh?
As long as you keep it to yourself, it's okay.
I'm not gonna say it's okay, but it's the lesser of the two evils. So now if you're looking at porn, that's something totally different. You got that's my sound of masturbation.
Oh, is that? That's some real masturbation. That's not a toy. That's with the man alone. That ain't with a toy.
No, that's with the Well, a woman go.
Okay, well, I got it. You know what's so funny? Okay, so I'm gonna do a little revealing, not a lot. But because, of course, I'm in a long distance relationship, they now have toys where I have an app and he has the app and he can control my toy.
Really?
Yes. So it's kind of cool because we are.
I gotta step into the 21st century, man. Because the only thing I know is, you sleep, no, you sleep, no. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
no. Yeah, so I have an app and it's a Bluetooth and it connects to a toy and then he can control the vibrations, he can send messages, he can do all kinds of things through it.
Man,
It's
I gotta
weird.
step into the 21st century. I don't know. I don't know if I'll go to the toy thing because like blow up dolls and stuff. First of all, like Kevin Hart said, I'll be like doing it and then look in the mirror at myself and like, you sick. Something's really wrong with you. So I never did with no toys and like that. Maybe I want to try, but at the same time, it's completely healthy. I think that.
But let me say there is no substitution for a man. I'm gonna be very, 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 very,
But
very, very clear.
that's the whole thing. Because if women do it a lot and enough,
I
then they
think
get the
all that
misconception of a man.
that's some bullshit stuff. Because let me tell you, I'm sorry, like all that I don't need a man. They're lying. They're lying.
Okay,
You do need a man to fulfill that act. You need a man. You need a real man. My toy will never replace my man. I'm never,
okay, okay,
ever, ever.
okay, okay. Because I was thinking because I ran into some. First of all, I don't know. Like I said, everybody does it. I mean, not most people do it. So at the same time, I just got a quick stomach, So if I go over a woman's house or whatever, and she has like a whole bunch, we can use these. I'm like, it's the it's the first time we can use these. We can.
No.
Do you like balls that? I'm like, no, I don't do that. No. Just easy to blow up dolls.
Have you ever? I hear you say you don't, but have you ever?
With my hand, yeah, but not with no, Now like the whole thing about the Bluetooth and the thing, yeah, I might be into that. I might be into that, but like I don't. But like if a woman's there, why would I need toys? Why would I need um this, that, and the third? But like the whole thing about masturbation, it is taboo for the church. Churches do not like talking about it because is no one knows really how to deal with it, So I was, I would say like, it's like I said, it's lesser two evils. You don't want nobody joining you in your sin. If you go to church or you're really religious or you are like that, you don't want nobody bringing into your sin. So like if you do it, and then 20 minutes later it's over, you wash your hands, you're feeling good about yourself. You can breathe, you can sleep. So because a lot of people do it when they ain't sleepy. So is that true?
When they do it? Is that when they do it?
Is that true?
Not me.
Okay. Because I be like,
You do it when you sleepy?
Jive like, yeah, jive.
Okay.
I can't give no direct answers like yes, but jive like, yeah, jive like. Yeah, so I can fall asleep.
Interesting.
Huh?
I said interesting.
Yeah, so I can fall asleep faster. So I can go get in there.
Oh, you release them. But you know what? But that's why they don't want athletes to masturbate or have sex during the season because it makes them weak. And so
that's what's wrong with Haskins. That is exactly what's wrong. You just throw the ball. Like, I gotta get rid of this thing.
That is why they tell athletes they do
Wow.
not want them to do anything
Haskins
sexual
got
for
picked up by the
release.
Pittsburgh Steelers today, so we need to email them talk about no, don't do that, brother. You'll wind up at the
That's funny.
CFL, the Canadian Football League. Don't do that.
Hey,
Yeah. So, but it's taboo for the churches. But we're dealing with old school and new school churches. Like a new school church will talk about this. A new school church will actually get down to the bottom of this. But old school and new school church, I have gone to a old school church. What I mean by old school churches is they have choirs. They have like 1,000 people in the choir. New school church, they got like 4 people. That's the praise team. Four people. That's but they downsize.
but they can sing.
They can
Those
sing,
poor
but
people.
the choir, man, the choir was like 100 deep. The choir was like 100 deep, you know, and singing their butt off, man. And then they just chopped 96 people and did the praise scene, all dressed up and everything. The praise scene was you know they did that. You can dress up at an old school church, you know, suit, you know, you could get your style on,
Dress, hat, all that stuff.
all that old school church. I mean, a new school church. You just coming like you
Come as
going
you
to
are.
Walmart, like you about to go bowling or something. You know,
Yes,
like where you
yes,
been?
yes.
The church, really?
Exactly.
But I like it though. What about you?
Well, so I love my church that I attend now. And what I find is it has, I mean, because it's one of the historically black churches, it has a lot of traditions. And it really, our pastor has brought things into the millennium. So it's funny that you say that because a couple of things like our choir, like we have 4 or 5 huge choirs, and then we have one that just has 4, and sometimes to me the 4 outpower the group, but either way they're phenomenal. And then it is a come as you are. It's not written anywhere, come as you are. But it seems like we have a Saturday night service, which is a lot more casual, and then the Sundays, that's when you really see the older people come out in their like Sunday best, like
Okay.
you see it. So we get the and the pastor is very real. He talks about everything and everyone. It's like no holds barred. He can find a Bible verse and just take you there. And so that is awesome. And and nobody is free from sin. If we were, then we'd be Jesus. But
Yeah, I of course I go to Ebenezer, and I
yeah.
think like I've been going to Ebenezer for like well actually I don't go to Ebenezer anymore. I don't go. I go to
Really?
Yeah, I go to a different church. But like 30 years ago, Ebenezer was like considered a new school church. Now we dressed up like traditional and everything, but we had like some flavor, some flyness. Now all the 30-year-olds are 60s in the 60s and 70s. They like my mom went there when it was a young church, you know. Now
Hmm.
my mom is 69 years old, you know, so they're old church. So I was like, I mean, I just turned 49, so I'm still. I mean, I'm getting older, but I wanted that young appeal to it. I just thought like, honestly, I just thought like we were just somewhat going through the motions because we have been, the church. We've been there for so long. Now, Pastor Granger Rowley, he brings the word. He
Right.
brings. He comes with the thunder. Now, it's no traditional way of bringing the word. You just bring the word, period.
Correct.
Right. So, but at the same time, I wanted something a little bit younger. I wanted to, I guess I was kind of bored, honestly, to go to church. So I wanted to get excited again. I wanted to get, so, but but new school church, but old school church, you got a Bible. You got a Bible. New school church, you got
We got the words on the screen.
or iPad.
Oh Oh
What happens to your what happens to your religion when your iPad is low on battery?
yeah. Okay. Look, I was surprised, like on a couple of these. We watch services online now. There's a couple times the pastor was reading from his phone, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, because
you know.
exactly. But if the pastor's phone go out, he like
I think my pastor would know. I
okay.
mean, my pastor don't play.
James 1 and 2.
That
Okay.
man, that
Yeah.
man knows his
It's in the Old
word.
Testament. What page is that on? Wait a minute, Pastor. Turn to your books to Ezekiel.
Oh,
Like Ezekiel. I mean Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Oh Lord, nah.
Yeah. So all
Oh Lord.
confused pastors. But I think where I'm a part of the new church because I do comedy.
Yeah.
So a lot of old school people, they don't believe that comedy should be done in the church. A merry heart doeth good like medicine. That's Proverbs 17:22. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you need some joy in your life or whatever. But old school church, like, now we ain't having, you ain't cussing up in my church. They associate comedy with cussing. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna Richard Pryor, y'all. So it's all good.
You gonna Sinbad us?
Yeah, I'm a Sinbad, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm a Sinbad, y'all. But that's the old thing. But like, I like them. I like the old with the new. Like new school churches. You out like in about an hour and 15 minutes. Old school church, you're gonna be there for 3 hours. Are you in church? Are you in church for 3 hours?
No.
But y'all got 3 services though, right?
We have 4 services.
Can you get the name of your church?
Yes, I belong
Okay.
to Alpha Street Baptist Church.
Alpha Street how many services y'all got?
We have 4.
Okay, so what's the times?
So we have one on Saturday at 6 p.m.
That wait a minute, stop right there. Now that was confusing because I was like, y'all 7-day Adventists?
I know.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So you go to church on Saturdays, right? Because I know most of the time I talk to you, go to church on Saturday. So what do you do Sunday? When everything was clear?
I relax. Well, sometimes I relax. I start my week. I mean, it's
and it's Saturday night, right?
Yeah, it's Saturday night.
That is interesting.
Or I can go out after the service. On Sunday.
Give me some margaritas up in there. Like this community.
On Sunday, I can, get my recovery time. But usually, I mean, literally on Sundays, I'm just chilling.
That is I think if my church service had a Saturday night service, I think I would go to Saturday night.
And Saturday night seems just a little more laid back. Not that, I mean, most of the time it's the same word, but I mean, it's usually a younger crowd on Saturday night. People do come as they are, and they'll do some of the extra like ceremonies or rituals of the church. They'll do that on a Saturday night. So they'll do like the baptisms on Saturday, I guess just to make sure that Sunday flows well, but the induction of deacons and things like that'll take place on Saturdays and not any other days.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I love keep you at the club. Keep you at the club on Saturday night. So
no, you're out in time.
wait a minute, Rob. You go to church. They go to the club.
Yeah, not since Corona. Not since COVID.
Nobody's been to church since Corona, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm with everybody right now.
At least you guard it. At least the top of your head to the soles of your feet are
Okay.
guarded. Yeah.
Okay. I got a little up when I go.
Absolutely. That's cool. That's cool.
But I really do. I appreciate the pastor in the church. I've been to many churches in this area, and I tried different things. Like I went to the Soul Factory and stuff like that. Was at Ebenezer. Like I tried, many churches, but this one is actually the furthest away, but it's the closest to my heart. So
you know what? It's so way back that we probably forget but a lot of churches was losing a lot of momentum before COVID because of streaming. Now, what do you think about streaming?
So my church was streaming before, would stream all services live anyway. But what I do remember is like when I went to the Soul Factory, so we were there and then he wanted to branch out and he went to Atlanta. And sometimes we would be sitting in a Soul Factory looking at the screen. And I was like, well, what's the difference between, me watching the screen right here and me watching, what's the guy in Texas? John Gray or, I can't think of the pastor name that's down in Texas, but I mean, what's Creflo Dollar? Yeah, Joe Osteen. What's the difference between that? And I didn't feel like I was receiving anything. And I mean, so now we're in a time where we have to stream, and it's, but I just accept it so much more.
Well, you gotta accept it because is that's all it is now. But like streaming for me is hard because I really got a short attention span. Because if I'm looking at my phone, and then somebody hit me on Facebook, I gotta see what they say. It's so I touch my eye. I do by the time I look, I done missed church. Like, how did I miss church? Missing church.
So I watch YouTube. Look, I put the YouTube on my TV, or I watch it from my laptop. Look, so my phone could be free. But my friends actually text. We text during the service a lot. Okay. So yeah, but yeah, the streaming is different. It's not
streaming is totally different. Like honestly, I've probably caught like about six, 7 services since we've been on pandemic. I'm a heathen. Because I haven't been to church. I'm a heathen, I oversleep. I oversleep. It'll be like about 11 o'clock when I wake up. I'm like, oh man, I missed church. What's for brunch?
So since streaming, my church has changed. So they have an 8 o'clock, a 10 o'clock, and now they have a 2 o'clock service, and that's for the West Coast. But I mean, there are like at the 8 o'clock service, there are easy 5,000 to 8,000 people online.
Really?
Yes.
At the 8 o'clock service at what?
At Alfred Street.
On Saturday.
No, this is Sunday morning, 8 o'clock. Easy. 5,000 to 8,000.
I'm gonna have to look.
I watch it. I watch how many people are joining in. I get distracted by the chat. Now that I can't do.
Oh, with the chat on the side.
Yeah, I gotta.
All people be saying is hallelujah, praise the Lord, and they have a little praying hands.
I know, but I mean, like everything. He'd be like they be like, yes, the pastor, and he'd be like, man, the man, the pastor, the man pastor, and I mean, like they comment on every little word.
Would you stop commenting? Yeah,
and so it gets distracting for me. So I turn off my chat now. That's distracting.
I guess that's the replacement of go ahead, Pastor. Do your thing, Pastor.
Yeah, but, now he says instead of telling neighbor, he said put in the chat, and I'll be like, no, don't put it in the chat, because then it's like you just like all these people doing it. So
yeah, that's the new life we have to deal with, man. I tell you, I'll be glad when they open the doors of the church and we can get in. I really be glad when somebody called, but a church called me last week and wanted me to do a show. Want me to do a show up in Philly, and I said, well, this is not virtual, and they said no. They said we haven't stopped having church on the inside of the church since COVID. We've been the only ones, so I'm like skeptical of that. I'm like, I don't want this to be my last show.
I'm surprised. You gotta check into that because Pennsylvania, they got some areas like if you come in from out of state, like literally you get fined if you stay there. You can
really
stop through, but you can't stay. You can't shop. Like if you go shopping, my friend's dad, pulled out his license. They asked him for his license with his credit card, and they saw he was from Maryland, and they was like, sir, you need to go home. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, so just
Wow.
watch it. I'm not saying don't, but I'm just
My
saying.
kid's mother took the kids to Philly to get a cheesesteak, just to get a cheesesteak, and but I guess they didn't get caught.
Right, they was in and out.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. I'm gonna have to definitely check into that. The money was good.
I'm
The,
sure. Well,
the money
then.
was better than $30. The money was good. Somebody offered me $30 to do a show. I cannot get that out of my system. Somebody
I
offered me $30 to do a show online.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. But anyway, but yeah, I need to check into that because that's something right there, you know. And then wanted me to stay the night. It was the show was in the middle of the week, and they wanted me to stay the night. So I don't
So,
know.
and they wanted you to stay. Well, I heard hotels are nice right now, and they need
Mhm.
the business. So,
Yeah, I'm wearing my mask. I'm wearing my mask even when I'm asleep. I'm
uh,
wearing.
you don't need to go that far, but
Mhm,
okay.
okay. Well, our last subject of the night is tomboys versus feminine or girly girls.
Yes,
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yes, yes, yes.
First of all, I love both.
Good.
I do. I love both. I love now. Then the biggest misconception is that the tomboys are gay. They they
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are lesbians. They're butchy. They're all that. But at the same time, I don't think I went to high school with some butchy girls that I was like, ain't nobody mess with them. Anybody. Man, they graduated and they blossomed into some beautiful butterflies. I'm like, man, But
Yeah.
like the biggest thing though, the biggest hairstyle that I like now, call me crazy. The biggest hairstyle I like is what, Robin?
The shaved hair on the side?
No, man.
Oh, okay. I hope we don't go on a game show and you know your friend.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, no. The biggest hairstyle that I like is a ponytail. I love
Oh,
ponytails.
okay. The ponytail.
I love ponytails. Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about that. Yeah, I love ponytails. I love it. So most tomboys they wear their hair, and I love ponytails. So
So for me, I have like really most of my life been like the tomboy. Now, yeah.
no,
So
no,
like here's the thing.
no. You're too cute to be a tomboy.
But let me tell you, when I was growing up, you know who raised me, right?
You almost made it through a whole show without missing his name.
So so I'm gonna say like when
Mister,
there was a
is his
time
full
where
name Bob?
stop, no. So there
Robert.
was a time where my mom had went back to school, which I give her the most props for doing that.
Mhm.
But I was a little older. I was probably 10, 13 years old. And so who had to take care of me was Bill Jones.
Bill Jones.
Bill. So I'm gonna say like my dad, I mean like he definitely did the best that he could, but I was out with the Boy Scouts. He and my brother was like so in the Boy Scouts. So I was hiking, I was doing all kinds of
Oh,
learning knots and all kinds of stuff. And then like I played sports. So I love softball and stuff. So I didn't mind the dirt and the grime and for a while it just didn't translate. Like I've always known that I was a girl, but it never translated into femininity,
okay. Okay.
until I'm gonna be honest, it really didn't hit probably until like I had my son. And that's what I mean. I've always like people that know me for years, like I always used to wear overalls
I
and
remember the overall days.
I love the overalls.
You
Like they
look cute.
are
Your
so
little overalls look like Chi Ali. You look cute.
they are just the most comfortable thing. Like I can find so much comfort in, just wearing baggy and non-feminine looking stuff. And then, like one day I was like, you know, I love the way that feminine women looked, and I wish that I looked like them. I didn't think my shape was like them. I didn't know. Like, I don't believe in Spanx and all that kind of stuff. That's another conversation for another day.
What are actually Spanx? What are
Spanx are like undergarments that hide your tummy, that firms you up. It makes you look really firm. So they can basically go from your toes, and they have one piece outfits underneath. And but I have a friend that she used to wear Spanx all the time. And when we went out, I was like, oh my God, like she looked fantabulous. I mean, she always had shape and was like, pa-pow, pa-pow, pa-pow. And then I was like,
you got it on. Then when you got it home, everything spill out.
exactly. I was like, so what do men say, like, when you go home and you're about to, be intimate? And
Did she have a man?
she doesn't now, but she did back then.
Yeah.
And I was like,
don't surprise me with that. Don't yeah, I don't like that. If you got a big stomach, they have a big stomach.
That's
don't
like catfishing someone.
Right.
It really is.
And like big stomachs are cool. Like like you can hold it up. Like you can hold it up like you lift up a car hood or whatever.
No.
And yeah, and still stop in the wintertime and everything. But I don't like the surprises.
Yeah. So I just, I've just always been, I am so much more comfortable in Uggs than heels. I've just never, but I mean, like now I'm gonna tell you, like with guys, like I'll dress up and everything, but I wear 10-minute shoes, whatever I can walk from here to there, and then that's it. Like that's all. I think heels were made by men, and they just don't know how they feel. But I tell you, I think they're the devil.
My uncle invented the clog.
Did he?
Yeah, clog socks. He invented clog. Yeah, go look it up. Clog socks. He
don't make me Google.
No, for real, because he owned he owned the kickball team. And so he wanted the ball to go farther, so he designed a shoe that make the ball. Okay, I'm lying, but
and I'm over here like Googling, like I don't know what
clog stop.
Who is clog solving?
Oh man, but yeah, I like feminine girls because they're cute. I like tomboys because they know more about sports.
Oh.
Yeah, tomboys have ponytails. I like that. Cute girls can cook or taught how to cook. Because tomboys are like, nah, I don't want to cook. I don't want to do all that. Because of love and basketball.
I love cooking.
How long you been cooking?
I've always cooked. I love cooking.
Okay, but like loving basketball, she didn't want to cook or
is that your reference?
That's my reference. She didn't want to cook. I love what's her name? Yeah, I love her. Okay. You can play 1-on-1.
Okay.
You can play 1-on-1 with a time girl. You can chill and relax with a cute girl. So
okay.
But
you
like
can't chill and relax with a tomboy.
A tomboy can fight. So you don't have to go talk about leave him alone. Leave him alone. Your tomboy would get in there and she would buff somebody up for you for real. So I got a dog. Don't worry about a dog. I got it. Go ahead, dog.
You don't want her to cross that line, though.
Huh?
You don't want her to cross the line and fight somebody.
Did you fight Robin?
No, actually, honestly, I've been in 2 fights in my life.
Okay, give me the ages.
One, I had to have been, it was sometime in high school. And 2 was my first month of college.
Oh yeah, okay. I see.
But both of them were like strangers. They weren't even with people I know. It was just people that just crossed the line.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You looked at her and she looked at you. You were like, let's get it on.
Okay, so it's really weird. The first time the girl was like across the street. Like think about if you're going down Temple Hills Road and somebody on one side and you on the other, and they was like, "Hey, you," and I'm like, "What the hell are you talking to me?" She was like, "Yeah," and just started, and then she came across the street
and start booking.
and what was I supposed to do?
Mm.
And the second guy, and with the time in college, it was a guy.
Oh, look, a guy.
I had to.
He didn't try to punch you, did he?
He did.
Are you serious?
I mean, look, let me and it was, look, my first week of school, and I was like the first month of school, and I was like, oh, he was trying to talk to me. I was like, oh, I just got to college. I'm really not trying to talk to anybody. And then the next thing you know, like,
You were taking stuff up in violence.
an hour later, he's like, yeah, there's that B right there. And I was like, who you calling? You don't need to call me a bitch, And then all of a sudden he was like, I'm talking to you, bitch, and slapped me.
Oh.
And do you know what my first words were?
What?
My daddy's never slapped me. Like, my daddy has never even slapped me.
Oh.
And then I beat the brakes off of that boy. He
That's
was
good.
so
Good for
embarrassed.
you.
He
Good
was
for you.
so embarrassed, and they called the police on me.
You didn't get locked up though, did you?
No, I got away. What was he gonna say? Some girl right there beat me up?
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. But one thing is when the two meet up, when the Tom girl turns into a girly girl, she's well rounded.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She's well rounded. She know about sports. She can cook because it's like two identities. It's like two personalities, So like in the beginning, he's like, yeah, whatever. But like when they meet up, oh my god, I want a Tom girl, girly girl.
I want a Tom girl, girly girl.
I'm gonna do that as a hashtag. I want a Tom girl, girly girl because when they meet up, they just it's so beautiful. I know some girls I went to high school with. They turned out all right. They turned out all right.
Well, look at MC Light. Back in the day, she was.
Why you say MC Light was a tomboy?
Back in the day,
most rapper women are tomboys.
She was so. I mean, but look at her now. But that's what I'm saying. But look at her now.
Is she a girly girl?
Compared to what she was, yeah.
Well, she had to be hard. In a dominated field.
Male dominated.
Yeah, because Salt-N-Pepa was feminine.
Yes.
Salt-N-Pepa was feminine.
Eve was feminine. A lot of them are feminine.
More so back in the day, they had to be.
And now they're just wops.
Wops. Yeah,
they are nowhere near tomboys.
Yeah. So that is crazy. I never thought about that. Where Tom girls, Roxanne Shante, she was hard.
Yeah.
They had
a rough time. She had a rough life.
Yeah, I watched that movie the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin, look, you gotta watch. I know you gotta watch the movie Sylvia's Love. That's a good movie.
That's why I was like, you told me you didn't even have nobody prime, so I'm not even gonna say how you saw it because
I got a bootleg.
It's a damn.
Don't ask me no questions live. I
know. That's why I was like, I ain't even gonna ask it.
Yeah, that was a good movie, man. Did you see it?
No, but I will now that what somebody else told me. I made sure I saw Bridgerton. Did you see Bridgerton?
I ain't seen no Bridgerton. I don't know if that's white or black. Is it a black movie? I like to support black movies.
It's a black. It's you gotta watch it. It's by Shonda Rhimes. She's the one that did all the Thursday night on. She's the one that did
Rhymes.
Shonda Rhimes, not Busta Rhymes.
She related to Busta?
No. But I'm telling you, she's a phenomenal black producer. And I'm telling you, you got to watch it because it talks about how the blacks integrated into that society and kind of took over. So
I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, it's a series. You'll probably finish it in the next
I hate series. I just want to watch one movie.
Oh no, it's good. It's a series. It's a good one. The other one is the One Night in Miami, the one with
I watched that.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that. That was good.
It
That was good.
was.
Yeah, but I don't know about them brothers talking to Malcolm X like that. I don't know.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I don't know how Sam Cooke survived that talking to talking to- I was born by the river in a little tent because that's
speaking of
all.
being born,
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Robert,
so
you go
this
do your
is
book first.
John's autobiography. Do what? No, you can
Huh?
go.
Okay. I got 3 books in my hand. Okay. So this is my autobiography on the father, the son, and the comedian. It talks about my life. If you're really interested, it talks about my life of a kid growing up in Glass Manor and my father and everything in high school and everything. It's a funny book. But all of it is true. All of it's true. Me, Monique, Cedric the Entertainer. It has all this stuff in here, and it's a good book. It's the father, the son, and the comedian. You can purchase this book on Cash App.
Yep, yeah,
$18 in the memo spot. Put in your address, and by the week, the book will be coming back to you signed and everything. Now,
These
listen.
signs for everybody.
Sounds
So
for
make
everybody. Listen,
sure
the people who order books, look, your book is coming. Matter of fact, your book is coming tomorrow. I don't know what happened, but the Christmas rush spilled over. And so
yeah.
I didn't get your books yet, but they'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 22nd?
Yes.
Tomorrow the 22nd. So tomorrow 22nd, and then you'll have them like about maybe 3 or 4 days later after that. But I just wanted to put that memo out there.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. And we got Robin, Dee Dee's freshman year. Yeah. It's about a little girl who smokes crack cocaine and okay. You do
No,
it.
it's a teenage coming of age book, but it is great. Like it has, even though it is of today, it definitely has some tidbits that like we enjoyed and we experienced back in the day. It is not an autobiography because Sean has been trying to figure out who is MIDD.
Cause
In the
I was
end,
mad. I was mad at that dude. That yeah. Go ahead. I ain't gonna get the book away. Go ahead.
but this I mean I what I love about the book is, and even every time that I read it, like I forget things that happened, and then all of a sudden you're like, I mean, it makes you want to laugh, it makes you want to cry, it makes you want to fight, it makes you want to hug, it makes you want to, it goes through every sense. And so I am so proud of this baby, but you can get Dee Dee freshman year on Amazon. It is only $8.99,
Eight
so you
ninety
have
nine.
time. It comes for free. And if you want an autograph, just let me know. And I so appreciate. I want to thank everyone who has been purchasing my book. And please don't stop. Buy one and pass it on.
That's right. That's right. And also, the book has got nominated to for her to go to Paris and
London.
London,
to London and LA for
London and L.A.
book
So that's a
conferences.
special book. Okay, bam.
Ooh.
This book is this is my first book written in 2016 called Lost in Love. Let me tell you something right now. If you don't have nobody, if you don't have nobody to share your life with and share your love with, let me tell you something right now. When you read this book, automatically you'll get it. Yeah, or I'll refund your money. You will get it.
Wow.
Yeah, it might take me like a year or two, but at the same time, I'll refund your money or whatever. But Lost in Love, Sean Sarvis. Go on Amazon, type that up. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
No, on Amazon. Oh,
Well, you do work with your hands. Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway, but thank you. Thank you, folks. Look, subscribe to us on YouTube. Push the
Yes.
subscribe button, and we're here every Thursday night, unless it's a holiday or whatever. But Robert, you got a good compliment.
Ooh, did
Yeah,
I?
this girl Zena Hayes on my page. She said Robert is just a perfect host. She's just a perfect
Oh,
little
well,
host.
thank
I'm like,
you.
she all right. She all right. I was hating like a bug. She all right. She all right.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zena Hayes. She should be watching tonight. She wanted to hear more about the masturbation.
She got a little bit more.
Yeah, no
We
doubt,
vibe.
no doubt. So
Look,
we want to thank you guys and everything, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday at 7 o'clock. Did you put 8 o'clock on something?
do what?
Did you put 8 o'clock on something? We were starting at 8 o'clock.
No.
Okay, and maybe I saw something different. But anyway,
Yes.
okay, because Robin is like the engineer, and if she puts the little thing, the little banner goes across and our names and everything. So yeah, so that's it. You got
Yeah.
anything to say?
No, that's it. Thank you, everyone. And once again, Sean's Office 1, Sean's Office 2, YouTube, Beauty and the Comedian, 7 o'clock on Thursdays.
That's right. All right, guys, we love y'all.
Peace.
Peace with two hands.